It's Thursday. It's raining outside. That's grapevines over there. They're starting to bud up. It's quiet outside. It's peaceful in here today. I don't feel any motivation to do any work. Money earning work, I mean. Still cleaned up a little bit in the kitchen. The camera helps me. I notice sometimes when I look into the lens, my mind really slows down. I can feel the expansion of my chest as the air enters. There's a sound of rain out the window there. And there's rain falling into puddles right there. I guess it's done that since the beginning of, before humans were even on the planet. I made some notes for possible things to talk about, but let's, there's something I want to read to you. Love dogs. One night a man was crying, "God, God." His lips grew sweet with the praising until a cynic said, "So, I have heard you calling out, but have you ever gotten any response?" The man had no answer to that. He quit praying and fell into a confused sleep. He dreamed he saw the guide of souls in the thick green foliage. "Why did you stop praising?" "Because I've never heard anything back." This longing you express is the return message. The grief you cry out from draws you towards union. Your pure sadness that wants help is the secret cup. Listen to the moan of a dog for its master. The whining is the connection. There are love dogs no one knows the names of. Give your life to be one of them. Like that poem, the act of the oneness or the act of being with God is the current moment, me speaking into the camera lens. It's the always the moment that we're in. Like in the poem, a prayer to God, "Where are you?" Well, the response, the answer is, it's that prayer which is the answer. We're in the middle of God all the time, or God is everywhere in us. However you want to look at that, however you want to think about that. But it's pretty comforting that we can't be taken away from our God self, our Christ self, the oneness. We can't get out of that. It's always here. see, I had two little note cards. Sometimes I make little notes to myself. This morning when I woke up, sometimes when I wake up into the state of clarity, meaning I'm present at that moment. I don't wake up with a list in my mind of things I want to do. I don't wake up with a concern about the virus. I just wake up into clarity, and that's nice when that happens, because there's no suffering, just a sense of peace. I went to the kitchen, wrote this down before I forget. In the morning, I have greater clarity. When I'm in trouble, I like to go high. Things are clearer up there, less clutter. I can look down at the components of the trouble. There's space between them, space in between the components of the trouble. It's easier to corral them and to release them. Now, so that was this morning. I was talking about the detachment from the body. I'm the body, the detachment of the idea that I am, Paul is the body here. And when I go high in some state of consciousness, it means I see, metaphorically speaking, mostly, when I go high, I'm looking down upon the body that's called Paul, all the bodies on the planet, and seeing things from that perspective without adding any ideas or concepts to it, just the seeing. So that's useful. Instead of carrying in my mind a set of conditions or ideas or desires that I want things to be like this, or I want that virus to leave, and so things can be go back to normal. Instead of doing that, from a position of height, well, there are no troubles, in a nutshell. That there's no problem. Things are as they're supposed to be. And then there's just peace. There's no trouble there. Nothing's wrong. I don't know if that makes any sense. How could that make sense? How could that make sense if you're immersed in suffering? I don't have any answer to that. But it's true. Can you hear the rain? I'll hold the microphone out the door and see if you can hear the rain. there's a weight to my body. My thoughts are more universal, I'll say. In my mind, I'm looking at the planet, looking at me sitting in the chair on the planet, the way that I'm stuck to it, that gravity glue is holding me down. The weather outside. The life inside the body. The breath that enters me. This air that the whole planet shares. The air that comes into my lungs is the same air that all the animals and all the people that came before me breathed and then breathed out. It's the same air. So there's quite a connection between between this and all life on the earth and all life on the earth that's come and gone, so to speak. But I hope I hit the record button. I'm not talking to a camera that's turned off. The light's on.